Welcome back, Mr. Nnaji. I mean, we heard the acting president also say about, he said, look, there seems to be this media war about fight against corruption, as if there's something wrong in fighting corruption. People plant things in the media. You know, when some heard that, they thought, wait a minute, do you get Mr. President, the acting president's point when he did say that?
Well, I heard that. I've been trying to chew over that to understand what exactly would have motivated that kind of statement. First and foremost, the learned professor is a learned professor with good bias in the law of evidence. In fact, law is evidence. It's all about evidence. The media, if that is to be called war, glean some information even from the people in government, and the media is also encouraged to do some investigation. That's what you people call investigative journalism. And that's why the law also protects you, that you do not have to divulge the source of your information. And the Evidence Act is very clear that your source of information is not so much about the issue. The evidence, once it is admissible, forget about the source, and so on and so forth. So either they fed him with something that, you know, when you get there, you get sucked in.
Is he sucked in?
Yes.
Is he sucked in?
Yes. Either you get sucked in, or you get ensconced. Either of them, but that is what happens to people in government. When they come out, they say, I didn't know it was like this. But it would have been too late. I think there is nothing like media war. It is the government that is at war with itself. The people in government, you understand, are at war with themselves. Those who believe in the fight, and those who do not believe in the fight.
You actually have those who don't believe in the fight in government.
Well, those who believe in the fight are in absolute minority.
Wow.
Unfortunately so.
What makes you say that?
Well, I don't bother about my source, like I just established now. But the fact remains, I just had I had a senior police officer friend sometime, and at the level of an IG, he wanted to make certain changes. Some juniors were saying, because he has had the opportunity when he was a younger fellow to chop, you know, one make we chop. I don't know whether you get that. So when you want to bring change, in the real sense of that word, not jactitations, you will meet stiff opposition. But when you are supposed to be an intellectual, you understand, you bring content to context. The content will change the context. But if you have no content to deliver to the context will absorb you.
In practical terms, what should we be doing?
Sorry?
What should we be doing in practical terms?
First, doing in what? Fighting corruption? First, I have personally said, time without number, you cannot fight corruption. You don't. No social evil is fought. You contrive situations to denude that. Look at the relationship between hard rock and water. Whenever there is water or rain, the rain falls and they rush through the rocks. Okay? The rocks will be happy that the rains are washing them. But go there 5 years' time, the rocks can no longer be the same shape. I don't know whether that's why in geography they say that water is an agent of denudation. You denude to attenuate. Now, to fight corruption, you must look for corruptogenics. What are those things that predispose people to corruption? That is one starting point. The causes. If you're able to remove the causes, then it is not that you wipe out corruption completely. Then you look at the person. What is the situation of this person that you are going to put in this particular position?
Again, I will ask you to be a little more specific. So in our own case now, what could we say is the cause or are the causes?
I said in one forum that corruption is an ethnic citizen in this country. Unfortunately, it was towards the end of my discussion, so we didn't have time to espouse it. We also wouldn't have time to do so here now, unfortunately. But what I'm saying is that ethnicity breeds corruption. When you enter government and you think that the people from your ethnic stock are the only people who should come into governance, and, well, because it is not service and benefit, quote unquote, they continue to steal and you keep a blind eye. When others enter, because you are a tenured person, you are not going to be there forever. When it is the turn of others, they bring their own ethnic stock. They do the same thing. And Mary starts going round. Now, those people at the smaller level will find their own little corner to be doing small damages. Because if you see how ants deal with very big buttocks, they don't confront. They take one point and sting it, and you will never be reading your book within that period of pain, no matter how bulky you are. That is what I'm saying. You denude corruption. Make those corruptogenics. Numb them. Let me give you a simple example. When people were going to ATM to draw money and they were stealing money, those will take your card and do that and then they put a bar, 100,000 naira, no more. I don't think it is same now, I don't know. So if you have drawn 100,000 naira and a thief collected your card for that day and go there, what will happen? There will no dispense of money.
Oh, to seize your card.
When NITEL was functioning, people were calling, hello, I dreamt of you yesterday night too. You laugh in English like Igbo. 1 hour will go because you were not paying bills. At the end of the month, they'll bring the bill, 100,000. You say, how come? How come? What has happened? Technology has been used to change that. You now see the same people, they pay for, please, I don't have credit, call me back. Or, how is the family? I am going to so and so place. He wants to tell you about it. Please, I don't have credit. Send me text. It's now possible for people to manage their own affairs and be within the confines of a particular budget. What I'm saying is that if you change the situation, you change the people. You don't preach. Exhortations will not yield result. Even pastors at the pulpit have not been able to do that. During the Thanksgiving, the members will come and give. They will go and steal somewhere to come to church the next time. What I'm saying is that, like even this, the preachment to Western countries to return our money, they are not going to do that because they are benefiting from it. We need to first and foremost make ourselves strong and look good and attractive in any sense. Then they will respect us.
We'll have to anchor at that point. Unfortunately.
Yes, no problem. I know time.
Thank you for coming on. Yes, indeed, Mr. Chima Nnaji, a legal practitioner. Always a pleasure to have you on.